Christian Novels Audiobooks, The Story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo. One Vozzolo Christmas, this is episode number 20. Edna took one look at her face and burst out laughing. Only a true friend would do what you just did. I'm glad I didn't go anywhere else, like there's any place else to go in Sunny Hills. Edna, what does God want you to do? Jean gently asked as Edna washed her face. I knew you were going to ask that. I just knew it. You and Wayne go to God about everything, and I'm still learning that ever since not doing it when I ran off and married Jeffrey. You know, looking back, I think the only reason Jeffrey wanted me was because he thought Wayne loved me. Edna continued. Trust me, Edna. Wayne loves you like the sister he never had. He always has, Jean interrupted. He has prayed for you, and we both continue to pray for you, especially for protection and wisdom and joy. I know that now, but I didn't know it then, and the prayers are appreciated. This little boy has entered the world through no part on his own, to a dad who doesn't love anyone but himself, and a mother who has already signed abandonment papers and has probably already left the hospital. Jean, the thought of a little baby that nobody wants just breaks my heart. Jean just listened and sipped her tea. When I think of it that way, how could I possibly just walk away? I've never even seen the little guy, much less held him. Jeffrey says he can't call me Mama. He'll have to call me Edna. But at least someone, me, would care and love him and teach him about Jesus. The closer I get to Jesus, the further away Jeffrey goes from me. But he won't leave. He's got it too good. All of our stuff is paid for, and Daddy even gives him a good salary above that. And I wouldn't be too surprised if he somehow isn't getting part of the migrant workers' pay. Dad tells me Jeffrey would be a good manager if he went in the right direction, like toward God. Thank you, Jean. I will call the hospital when I get home and tell them that I will take him. Jeffrey named him his own name plus Junior. I will call him JJ. I'll go to the city in the morning and max out a couple of credit cards and then bring him home. In the meantime, choosing to forgive Jeffrey. It's so not little JJ's fault. Edna took a final sip of tea and stood up. Thank you for the tea and the talk. I do appreciate you and Wayne and your love for the Lord and everyone else. You're welcome. Well, if you want to, JJ could probably play Baby Jesus in Honey's program. She's got the play and wants to live a live nativity scene beside it. All I have to do is keep my little lamb from headbutting the little angels as he says, bah, at the right time, and he gets to pick what the right time is for him. All I can say is, Edna, is your life is going to change forever when you bring JJ home. You will have a mixture of joy and tears. Let me pray for you before you go. The two ladies hugged each other as Jean prayed. What did Edna want? Wayne asked as he and Tony came inside with some cut cardboard. Just to tell me that she's going to be a mama. When is she due? Tomorrow, Jean replied matter-of-factly. She's sure not showing, is she? Wayne replied. Can Miss Edna show me what a donkey says? Tony asked. Watch, Tony. Mama's going to take her hot glue gun and glue the pieces of cardboard together so they will be very strong. Here, you can help me start making little rocks for the walls and floor. Wayne took a roll of aluminum foil and tore a small strip off. He tore it into small pieces of various sizes. Here, Tony, make little balls out of the little pieces of aluminum foil. Okay, Daddy. Tony picked up the first little strip and rolled it into a small ball. He continued with another one. Daddy, this one's smaller. I'll put it in a separate pile. Big one's in this pile and little one's in this pile. What if I give you a piece that's bigger than the little one but smaller than the big one? Wayne asked as he deliberately gave him a piece in between. Tony took a deep breath and sighed. Daddy, then it has to go in a separate pile. Wayne and Jean just smiled at each other. After Jean hot glued the cardboard pieces together to make each section double-layered and stronger, she pulled out a rolling pin and started rolling the little aluminum foil balls flat. Mama, why are you doing that? Tony asked as he watched. Look, now the stones are flat and we can glue them on the floor and the walls, Jean answered as she showed Tony how a flattened ball looked on the nativity set floor. It's going to take a lot of them, Mama. Hurry, Daddy. I need to make more little balls and big balls and other balls so Mama can squash them. After a little while, Tony sat down on the floor. Jean and Wayne both noticed he was slowing way down. Long day, Wayne whispered. Jean nodded her head in agreement. Soon Tony was laying on his stomach, trying unsuccessfully to stay awake. Wayne and Jean continued to make aluminum foil balls.